All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. So today we're going to be looking at the Samsung Galaxy A54's cameras. Now, this, in fact, is the front camera, which is a 32 megapixel camera. Both cameras can shoot in 4K 30 at their highest peak. But to my surprise, for some reason, this phone does not have portrait video. And I think it's strange because it has the chip to be able to do it. Obviously, One UI 5.1. It's all there, but for some reason it doesn't have portrait video. So this is 4K 30 right here for you guys on the front camera. We'll switch over to the rear camera and test that out. But I think dealing with these cameras so far, I don't see any issues with it. I think these are pretty much a great set of cameras. And especially in this price range, anyone that's looking in this range right here, you're definitely going to find that you're getting a lot for your money. Now, coming in under $400 or so, you can find it at wirelessplace.com as well. Or you can do trade-ins through Samsung and get it. Some people are getting it for free. Some people are getting it for $100. Look on your carrier deals. But when it comes to camera quality, our world where we are today, it's about social media, and people love to put themselves out there or put things out there to share with the world. So in this situation, with this having a 50 megapixel rear shooter, you should be able to snap some pretty good photos that you can actually print and put them in a photo album. With the way I look at it so far, I think they're going to be this is going to be a good set of cameras. So what do you think about the front camera as I open this video? So I'll go ahead and take photos now, and then I will close with the rear camera. So let's get those photos taken care of for you. I'll be shooting 50 megapixel photos I think I'll just do 50 megapixel photos in this video just to showcase the camera itself for the most it can give you if you're just snapping photos of people or things, or just leaving it in 50 megapixels for photos. So here we go. Let's keep this video going. All right, guys, so there you have it, man. Wow, this is pretty interesting. The first thing I want to jump into is, so all those photos were 50 megapixel photos. And obviously you'll never be able to get the gist of it if you're looking at it over YouTube. You'd need to see them, print them, or just look them right on the device, or I give them in an uploaded file to you. But end result is, cameras are impressive. I mean, there's no getting around it. And by the way, this is the rear camera as I close out here. So one thing I didn't like, though, is the rear camera portrait shots. I thought they looked a little bit washed compared to the front camera standing in the same spot. Better tones, everything looked a lot better, and it's a little bit more usable for me. For some reason on the rear, when I did a portrait shot in the same spot, I took 3 of those shots too, and they all came out a little washed. And the front camera came out great for a portrait shot. But other than that, didn't really see anything, and I guess that's better. I guess that's a good thing, that because you'll be able to have a viewfinder to see exactly how you're in frame. But overall, that's the only thing I can possibly nitpick about the A54's cameras at this point in the game. Obviously, I've been using them for a while now, so giving you this video and sitting on the phone and sitting with the phone and using it for several days with the cameras, taking photos, just the cameras are way more impressive than I thought they were going to be. If I'm being honest, I still give a strike down, a mark off. I give a mark off for it not having portrait video. That's a signature thing on Samsung phones now. For some reason, they opted to not, it's just not there. Unless it's something I can add, I want you guys to tell me in the comment section if you have the A54 and you have the portrait video in there. I tried to go into the extra add-ons and I just didn't see it. So I'll look again in the Samsung store. I'll just try to look for it, but you can't do it. And those applications that can do it, I can download and do it, but it's not the same as the app, the native app. I don't want to add on to this device. So I'll strike off for that, for not having director's view or portrait video. And then I strike off for the rear camera's portrait photos being a little washed for some reason. I'm sure I can tweak that in the settings, but just point and shoot. A lot of people won't do that. They'll take the photos and then they'll show them to people, and then that's just what it is. So other than those two strikes against the cameras, A54 is impressive. I mean, what do you think about this video right here? No external microphones, just me sitting on a tripod right here in the living area and just filming. So I think phones have gotten really good. We've been on this kick for a minute now. Phones are great. You don't need a mirrorless camera. You don't need a DSLR. You don't need a very high-powered camera. And that's just what it is. Phones are very convenient now. Editing this video right on the phone, if you need to do that, being able to just upload something right away. I'm surprised at how far we've come with technology on phones and camera sensors. It's just a good thing, and it still is a proven fact that when you have the more expensive phones, you don't have to buy this phone, the Ultra or my Plus. You don't have to buy those if you don't want to. I'm a fan of telling people that companies give you an out, and I stand firm on that, because you don't need to get caught up into the hype of what you see a lot of content creators doing, telling you that it's the best and all this. The best is normally the one you're holding, the one that makes you feel complete. And so there's no, now there are some phones out there and cameras that are just horrible. It's just what it is. But this phone is not one of them. Coming from the A53, which was a horrible trash phone, this is a major improvement. I mean, this is a huge difference in quality and performance. Cameras are off the charts. The battery life, ooh wee. I mean, this is a step in the whole nother direction for Samsung to, and they've regained my respect coming from the A53. This is just a major jump up in quality, and I can respect that. But again, cameras, I'm ranking them pretty high for a phone that's in this price range. They're definitely taking better video and photos than phones that cost more. That's obvious. But then you have a lot of phones out there, especially with the Pixel lineup. You've got, this phone costs more than the Pixel 6a. Or, well, the 6a is always on sale. That's why I say that. Okay, so let's rank them the same. Pixel 6a, definitely, and I have the 6a, obviously. The Pixel 6a, to me, definitely takes better photos. I'll have to test that video, but I think this is a direct competitor for the Pixel 6a. And the Moto lineup, Motorola doesn't get a lot of credit for their phones nowadays because their marketing is like weird. It's all over the place. They don't really push themselves anymore, it looks like. So they're not really getting the respect that they deserve. And they're not marketing their products. So, and I know that Lenovo thing was a big deal back in the day, but in this price range, I think the Pixel 6a is definitely killing it. Not killing this phone, but just in this price range, it's a device that's very desired, and it's always on sale for under $300. And so that's what this phone is competing against. Now, I do like the hardware better on the Pixel 6a. This feels good, but the Pixel 6a, well, I mean, I guess I should say when I say hardware, I mean the look of it. The Pixel 6a definitely feels better in the hand, and the look is something different. It's got the bar across for the cameras. But this camera has an advantage with that ultra wide lens, and this camera's video is definitely top notch as far as what I can see. Haven't taken it outside or anything. It's raining. I did take it out, but it's raining, so I was like, I'm not standing in the rain to record video and photos. But overall, if you're in the market for the A53, like I said, this is a complete switch from the way I felt about the A54. If you're in the market for the A54. This is a complete switch for the way I felt about the A53. The A53 was a horrible device, and I had it for maybe just under 2 weeks and returned it. I don't do very many returns, but I will do a catch and release. And that phone was a serious catch and release. So unless this device fails in like performance, it's a major win. It's a really good solid device, and already I can recommend it, especially for the cameras alone. Like, what do you think about the cameras? I mean, the cameras are great. So closing out with this video right now on the rear cameras. I shoot videos like this because I want to appeal to an audience that's not tech savvy. You're not thinking about apertures. You're not thinking about ISO. You just press auto, you press record, and you go. And that I try to appeal more to that market because there are more people like that. There's not a lot of professional or pro users watching content creators, out there. So, I mean, they're there because, but there's more of you that are not interested in that. You want a good quality phone that hit record and it's going to give you a quality video. And this is now one of them. It's an option. So remember, you can grab this on wirelessplace.com, and you can get it direct from Samsung. Wirelessplace.com, I believe, has it for $365. I'll try to remember to link that down below. It's a great phone. So far, it's good. And the cameras are impressive. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I definitely will see you in the next one. Take care.